upyou community. How you doing? It's another edition of upyou with Ezinne, our last for the month of January. Better is the end of a thing than its beginning, we're told. I hope this is particularly true for you, our dear listeners. We hope January is ending on a more exciting note for you than it began. It's the recap edition of upyou with Ezinne, so please bring out your notepads and let us run through all 4 episodes of January 2022. So let's drill down. It's upyou with Ezinne, finding self, finding purpose. My name is Ezinne Kufrekanem and I'm your host. Right after we wished everyone a happy new year on January 1, 2022, we declared alongside J1 that we are making money this year because we are refreshing Afresh. Let me quickly remind you that all episodes of upyou with Ezinne are now on our YouTube and podcast channels. Please go catch up, take the nuggets you need, subscribe and leave us a comment. It will help us to serve you better. We started this year with Woman Refresh Afresh. After that, we had Woman Check Your Health. Right after that, we had Woman Ditch the Fear. And last, but certainly not the least, we treated Woman Own Your Greatness. And today, we are going to recap all 4 of them to drill it down. If you missed it, then you didn't miss anything if you're onto us right now. Today, as usual, we're streaming on Instagram, upyou with Ezinne, on Facebook, WFM 91.7, and at gardenradio.com. It's upyou with Ezinne, the recap edition. What is a recap? To recap is to summarize what has been said or done by highlighting the main ideas and its advantages. One of the ways our brain learns is by constant repetition. And if you remember, we did say at the inception of our program that our aim is to motivate, educate, uplift, encourage and entertain the contemporary female to rise up and become all they can be, despite the many challenges women face in a lifetime. If you're just joining us, this is upyou with Ezinne recap edition on WFM 91.7. Finding self, finding purpose. Don't touch that dial. And refresh afresh. And our guest was Dr. Ebere Catherine Njoko. To refresh means to give new strength or energy to something, to reinvigorate something. Afresh, on the other hand, means in a new or different way. So basically, we called out to every woman to give new strength or energy to your life pursuit, your dreams, however you define it, in this year 2022. Do it a little bit differently than what you've always been used to. There is this saying that goes thus: when you want different for yourself, you start moving different, because old keys don't unlock new doors. What do you want this year, woman? Why do you want what you want? Make your reason strong enough to wake you up every morning. This reason is known as your strong why in business speak. What are you going to do about this thing that you want? Who do you need to accomplish this thing you want? Is the person known to you? Is the person in your circle? Or is there anyone you know who knows this person? What are you willing to do, to start doing, or to stop doing to enable you accomplish this thing you want? How can you refresh what you're doing? How can you embrace technology for what you're doing? How can you make people more aware of what you're doing? Woman, refresh afresh. You know, when you're doing something, if you do something and you've done it in the same way for a long time, and it keeps giving you the same results, and you don't particularly like the results that you're getting, then it's time for you to refresh. You know, if you're working on your system, on the computer, and it stalls, what you do is what? You press the refresh button and it starts all over again. So what we're saying to you is, post-pandemic, post-everything, the economy is now in a recovery state. What are you going to do? It's time for you to refresh yourself. Reinvent yourself. Reinvent your offering. Look at your dream again. Ask yourself, what, how, why, who. It boils down to those things. What do I want? Why do I want it? How can I get it? Who do I need to make it possible? If you can answer these 4 questions, then you're refreshed already and ready to be on your way. Then, if there's nothing to refresh, like some of us said in episode 1 when we first had it, then it's time to start afresh. What a very good feeling that is. I know most people look at it from the negative and think that it's such a bad thing to start afresh, but it's a good thing. Because you know what? You're not starting from the place of empty. You're starting from the place of knowledge and from the place of experience. You can actually say categorically what doesn't work because you've been there. You've done it, and so you know it. So woman, refresh afresh. It's not a finite action, so keep refreshing as long as you have to until you get it right. You see, for that one that is committed, for that person that knows what they really want, there's nothing like failure. Failure is something you step on and you keep going because you know the dream that you carry on the inside. My favorite analogy is carrying a dream is like being pregnant. There's a gestation period and there's a period when you must have to birth. So if you carry your dream for all the gestation periods and it gets to the time to push it out and you don't push it out, oh my God, you're going to be in labor pangs forever and it's going to pain you so hard. So there is nothing like failure. One of the guests we had last year said to us that impossible is dead. And I want you all to believe that. Impossible is dead. Failure is only but a learning curve, a step to get on and say, for sure, this doesn't work. Then you try all the other million options that work. That was how we opened the year this year, to ask us to do what? To refresh afresh. And so even as we are going out of January, we're still going to ask you to take another look. Have you refreshed? Are you starting afresh? Are you ready to rev? Because you've had all of 1 month to think about what you want to do for 2022, because going forward, we are going to jump into doing. The feedback from Woman Check Your Health was massive. I think it resonated with everyone. That episode with Chinwe Ezinne resonated with a lot of women. Women just checked in, talking about it and everything. Health is indeed wealth. You know, these things sound like cliche, but they're actually the fact of life. Because there is no upyou anything or anywhere if you're not healthy. If you're sick, you're certainly not going to run with anything. It doesn't matter how well written the plans are and everything, you're just not going to be there to execute. And it doesn't matter what part of you that is sick. Your head, your finances, anything at all. So long as you're not feeling well, you won't be able to run with your dreams. We got a very nice feedback from listener Chibuzo from Owari, and I'm just going to read it out. This is what she had to say. Anti-compliments of the season. Honestly, I must confess, you're doing a great job here. Most women don't know how to take care of themselves. Most of them believe that taking care of themselves is shopping and hanging out with friends. They're not even aware that taking care of their health is life. I really appreciate you and thank you for this wonderful program. God bless you, ma. And to that we say, God bless you, Chibuzo, for this feedback. We are glad you're in our community. So now let me ask you, women, have you had your annual checkup now? If you have, upyou, you're the real MVP upyou woman. We hope you're in excellent health. But if you've not, let me encourage you again to schedule the checkup this week. You see, my dears, the makeup, the bone straight wig, the designer bags, that's not health. You know, we have all the money to do that, and then we say we don't have the time, because I don't even want to believe it's the money we don't have. We say we don't have the time to do the checkup. These things cannot fix our health if it goes bad. You see, let's not cruise and forget to take care of the body that houses us. Your body is very important. Your health is very important. Mental, physical, and otherwise. Most ailments can be cured or managed if detected early. Things become challenging if left untreated for a long time. Women, please do not compromise your health. A lot hinges on you. You're the ones who pilot your home, you take care of your husband, even your extended families. You're practically holding the society together. So you need to be fit, and while we're at it, check all other areas of wellness. Check your mental health, check your spiritual health, check your emotional health, check your financial health, check that you're socially fit. Just check, and ensure fitness across board. A lot of people are going through stuff presently. The pandemic left a lot of imbalances, and everyone is coping and dealing with one thing as best as they can. Please don't be afraid. Neither should you be ashamed to speak up, to seek help, to walk through any emotional or mental cobwebs you might be dealing with. Remember, health is wealth. Guard your health seriously. Refuse all forms of negativity. Refuse every form of toxicity in your space. Choose joy. Choose life. You see, there's this song that says, vibe on vibe. Yeah, I hum it every day. It's got to be positive. Nobody loves you more than you love yourself. You've got to create that wellness for yourself. You can't give when you're sick. There's nothing you're going to be able to do. You can't look after yourself. You can't look after your family. You can't do anything. You can't even do these great things you want to do for the society and for the world at large. So please, women, if you can hear me today, please just call up your doctor and schedule that annual check. If you're just joining us, this is Up You with Ezinne, the recap edition on WFM 91.7. And the phone lines are opening up right about now. The numbers to call are 07000 917 917. The number to text is 070-317-56537. I think I was a little bit fast, so let me say that again. The number to call is 07000 917 917. And the number to text is 070-317-56537. We did an episode on Woman Ditch Your Fears with the phenomenal Leila St. Matthew Daniels, where we agreed that fear is actually false evidence appearing real. So we need to be careful to identify the real source of what we fear. What is your fear? Where is it coming from? The problem is that some of us really don't dig very deep. We begin to plaster the wound without asking, where is it coming from? So you're afraid of something, and then you haven't asked yourself deeply by yourself, why am I afraid of this? What happened? Was there something that caused me to be afraid of this? Am I generalizing? Because a dog bit me yesterday, I am now afraid of all dogs. Should you be afraid? Yes. But does it mean that all dogs will see you and bite you? No. So you need to drill down, and ask yourself where it's coming from. It is when fear is not dealt with from the root that it grows and then cripples one, stopping one from achieving their biggest goals in life. But it doesn't have to be so. Learning how to overcome fear is one of the liberating pursuits anyone can undertake. The opposite of fear is faith. And we all know that you can't do anything in this plane without having faith. You must have faith. So it is important that you turn your fear to faith. It is not every fear that is bad or disempowering. Some fears are empowering. There's a reason why the phrase "do it afraid" was coined. Everyone today who is successful did it afraid. Yes, we say we're fearless and all of that, but there's nobody who is without fear. I have been on this program for, I don't know, this is maybe my 20th or whatever episode, but yet every time there's that tint of fear. Will today go well? But you say to yourself, it went well yesterday, so today has no choice but to go well. So that's what it means by doing it afraid. So sit down with yourself. You don't need to invite a third party. Sit down with yourself and ask yourself, why am I afraid? What is the cause of my fear? When you now find the cause of your fear, then you can go and seek help if you need to overcome that fear. But you need to jump. You need to overcome the fear. We won't be human if we don't have fears at all. However, we need to know how to manipulate these fears to our advantage, or else we'll keep giving excuses and then we won't do anything at all in life. Oh, I'm afraid of talking in front of people. Practice makes perfect. I don't know. If you've read the book UpYou, you will know that I personally bought a mirror and sat in front of my mirror and started practicing every day, as in every day, how to speak to people, how to raise my voice, how to lower my voice, whether to raise my hand, whether I should blink or whatever I should do. I did all that. And Adeswa Onyenokwe, when she was on this show last year, also said to us that she did the same exact thing. You have to learn to overcome your fear, because the fear hasn't come to cripple you. The fear has come to remind you that you are not just as excellent or perfect or ready as you thought you were. So when you have those knots, when you have those palpitations, when you have those fear, just take it as your cue to go back and study more and learn more and practice more, and then come back more confident. Do not let false evidence rob you from being the wonderful, excellent UpYou woman that you can be. Fear is good, but do not let it cripple you. If you're just joining us, this is UpYou with Ezinne on WFM 91.7, the recap edition. The numbers to call are 07000 917 917. Oh, we have a caller.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. This is UpYou with Ezinne. May I know who is calling and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from the
Okay.
My name is Miriam. I just want to say thank you very much for your program, ma.
Oh, Miriam, thank you.
We really love it, and we hope to listen to it every Saturday, ma.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This has gladdened my heart. Thank you very much. And please keep listening, and then we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Thank you, ma.
All right. Bye. Oh, the reach is massive. She's calling in from Ibejuleki, and they can hear us there loud and clear. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you. It is, even if it's for one person, we will come here every day and we will do this show. We hope everyone is listening in and everyone is enjoying themselves. So, what I was talking about was ditching your fears. Yes, you need to turn those fears. Turn them to your advantage. Use them to do the things you need to do. Guess what? You're the only one who knows you're feeling the fear. It's only when you voice it out that somebody else knows that you're feeling the fear. You see, those excellent deliveries, those things that you see people do and go like, wow, every one of them is learned. Everyone. So do you want to be like someone? Do you want to be like Oprah? Anything it is you want to do, find someone who is competent in that area. Understudy the person, understudy the process. Do the job you need to do. Put in the hours you need to put in. And trust me, like Leila told us the last time, she used to be very shy. She was the one who used to sit at the back of the class. She didn't want to talk in front of any camera. But hey, today, we all stand in awe of her when she is talking. If you're just joining us, this is UpYou with Ezinne, the recap edition. To be in great health, form or shape, you have to be intentional. To determine to refresh your life or even start afresh from a pause, you have to be intentional. Nothing good comes without your work in it. You need to be intentional. It takes focus, laser quality focus. It takes clarity. What am I doing and why am I doing it? If you get this right, then you won't fall by the wayside. It takes discipline. It takes sticking to it against all odds. Tenacity, if you like. That's the stuff of greatness. That is how the seed is tenured. And that, my dear listeners, is how to own your greatness. We have some messages from the WhatsApp platform, and I'll just read them out right now. So this is from Angel. Angel is writing us from Fan Quarters in Ikeja. Angel says, well done and up you, woman. Up you indeed. This is a great program that you have. I haven't been able to listen to anyone because I've been at work, but today I am enjoying the recap. Thank you and up you. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for writing in. Thank you very much. And last week, we talked about owning your greatness. And we had Adiola Kingsley James. Adiola told us that every single one of us has a seed of greatness inside of us. But she also said, how do you know? How can you use what you do not know that you have? The thing is that most of us don't know or realize that we carry this seed of greatness. And so we keep admiring greatness in other people without nurturing greatness in ourselves. So woman, now you know. You're made in God's image. You look like Him. You have a seed of greatness. And so therefore you're a creator. So I ask you today, what are you creating? What are you creating? How are you nurturing your seed of greatness? Are you just waking up every morning with the sun and going down with it? I always tell people that one of my biggest fear is to die a statistic. Born so, lived for so, and died so, and nothing in between. That is my own fear that I've shared with you today. So, own your greatness. Find that seed of greatness that is inside of you and begin to hone it. Begin to hone it. Begin to nurture it. And it's a daily thing. You don't nurture today and forget tomorrow. Farmers don't do that. When farmers go to their farm, they clear, they manure, they tend, they plant, they come and water it, they weed it, they do everything. They use pesticides to kill the ants, the insects that are trying to eat their crop. If they need to, they even put guards to make sure that stray animals don't come in and kill their crops. They guard it. They nurture it, until it's time for them to harvest it. So why would you start to nurture your greatness and then leave it halfway? So once you get it, once you get the understanding that you are a great person and that there's a seed of greatness inside of you, then it's your duty, it's your responsibility to water it every day, to weed around it every day, to give it fertilizer every day, to remove everything that will reduce you from being a great person every day, everything that will reduce you from doing a great job every day, everything that will reduce you from having a great life on a daily basis. Refresh afresh. Your brand, your vision, your purpose. Refresh it. Look at it again. The vision that you had when you were in your 30s may not be working now that you're in your 60s or now that you're in your 80s. Refresh it. The purpose for your life. Refresh it. Look at it again. We have feedback from our platform, from Andrea. Andrea wrote in all the way from UK. Andrea says, whoa, thank you. This is so topical for me at the moment as I'm building my business. Find your market, know your capacity, give out free samples, and most importantly, get that feedback in order to help with improvements or change of tactics. Sosongo. Aha. Apparently, Andrea is from my side, my neck of the woods, like they say in the UK where she lives. Sasong 8882 to you, Andrea, and thank you for writing in. So, check your health. Be fit to go the long haul. Deep calls for deep. Be healthy. If you really want to be great, you want to live the upyou life. Oh, okay, we have another call coming through. Yes. Hello, good evening. Who is calling? This is upyou with Ezinne. Who is calling and where are you calling from?
From Aja.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say this program is really enlightening people, especially when it comes to area of health.
Okay.
And this refresh program that you talked about,
Well, I have a question that I need to ask.
Okay.
Like, in order to start afresh, what are some things that you need to ask yourself or to put in place in order for you to start all over when you think all things have gone bad in a way? That's my question.
Okay, thank you very much. I will attempt to give you an answer. First of all things cannot go bad. You see, your mindset has to be, you need to get your mindset properly fixed. What you term going bad is actually the universe teaching you a lesson because you were not doing some things right. And so it decides to stall you so that you can stop and look at it again and then say to yourself, where and how have I gone wrong? And then so if you identify, so what I'd like you to do now is to just sit down first of all and take an evaluation. What did I do wrong? What did I do right? And then when you finish, you do another one, which is a SWOT analysis. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Now, what are the opportunities inherent in this seemingly bad situation? And then what are the threats to you? And then when you do all of these things, you find out something. You find that you are not in a bad place. You have knowledge. You have done this thing before. And so you now know what doesn't work. And so you can start all over again from an advantage point, from the point of, I now know what doesn't work. I now know what to do to make it work. So you start again, and then you see that you'll be second time lucky. So your mindset is very important. You have to have the mindset of a champion. A champion doesn't think in terms of, the universe doesn't like to hear, doesn't have any form of negativity in it or any form of defeat in it. It just wants your mind to be positive and to believe that you can and believe that you're going to do it all over again. And so you speak the right things to your mind, you feed your mind rightly, and then you strike out again. And this time you go deeper and you go wiser and you'll be wiser, and then you avoid the pitfalls that you fell into in the first time. So check your health, be fit to go the long haul. Deep calls for deep. Be healthy. You don't want to strike gold and then you fall sick. We all see this every time. We see people that we think are immortal. We see people who are doing so well. And then one day you hear suddenly passed away. And they say, oh, it was stage this or stage that. And you'll be wondering, how come it wasn't found out? So please, let us help ourselves and help nature to help us by making sure that we do what we need to do. Uche wrote in from Lagos. Uche says, this indeed is just on point. Beautiful. Being intentional is a way to go with execution of our plans. Thank you, ma. Thank you, Uche. Thank you. Thank you. It is quite encouraging, when we get all these feedbacks and everything. Unfortunately, we can't take feedbacks every day on the program, so we leave all the feedbacks to take at the end of the month so that we can give it ample time. And thank you enough for listening and for also writing in. So ditch your fears. If you want to do something great, then ditch your fears. Everyone on the upyou part has one fear or the other, yet they persisted. Doing it afraid until they mastered their fears and turned them into faith. I keep giving an example of the first day I came on radio and I saw all the gadgets and I'm like, oh my God, I've never done radio before. How am I going to do this? But look at me here today. I'm still doing radio and I'm still going to do radio, and who knows next? You'll be amazed what else I'm going to end up doing. So, but you see, you've just got to kill that fear and start. Okay. Another feedback from Mobolanle from Zaria. She said, although I have read the book upyou, your videos hold a lot of value and I'm just grateful that I know you. Thank you for all you do. Yes, I think I know this Mobolanle. She is one of our hymn testants in one of the programs that we do, Hymn Nodia. Mobalanle, thank you very much, and thank you for reading the book. And I'll use this opportunity to thank everybody who's read the book. There's a book called upyou. You need to get that book and the workbook and read the book, so that you follow the series as we get people to talk about these things and drill down. I do understand that a lot of people don't like reading, but we wrote it in very simple English because we want as many as possible to get up and be on the upyou journey, because our belief is that the universe is limitless. Everyone can be an eagle. Everyone can be on top. And so why are you not there? You're not there because you lack the knowledge. And even if you have the knowledge and you lack the understanding, then you still won't be there. So we are like torchbearers, pointing the light and saying to you, this is the way to go. So get the book, read the book, and then when you watch the videos, it will make more sense to you like it does to Mobile and Lay. Do I have another call on the phone? Okay. Hello. Good evening. This is upyou with Ezinne.
Hello.
Good evening. Who is calling and where are you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Sadiq. I'm calling from Arepo.
Okay, Sadiq, how are you?
I'm fine, ma.
Good.
Yes, ma, I really love this program. Actually, today is my first of listening to this program. I just want to ask, how can I get the previous episode?
Thank you, Sadiq. And you're in Arepo, as in you're our neighbor. And this is the first time you're listening to us. Anyway, whenever anybody wakes up is their morning, right? So we're grateful that you're listening. Previous episodes, please hop onto our YouTube channel at upyou with Ezinne. You will find all episodes there. You can also check our podcast. And then also you can follow us on all our social media handles, on Instagram, on Facebook. You'll be able to get all the past episodes. But more importantly, Sadiq, please listen up every Saturday, 4 p.m. Or you do the recap, the rebroadcast on Sundays, 2 p.m. All right? Thank you for calling us and stay blessed. Okay? So... yes, Mobile and Leah, I was just saying thank you to you and to every other person who's read the book. Finally, woman, own your greatness. Look, don't be shy to own your greatness. In that same book where we're talking about the Agama lizard climbed up, came down, looked up, looked down. Nobody told it well done. He nodded his head and said, up me. So own your greatness. For those days that you've run your home, you have woken up by only God knows what time. You've made meals for all of your children. You've sent them to school. You've sorted out your husband. You've sorted out yourself. You've gone to your place of work. You've done a good job. You've kept your house neat. Everything you're supposed to do in a given day and it's night, and you look at yourself and everything you've done is beautiful. Tell yourself, upyou. Tell yourself, I'm a great woman. For those days that you went and chaired your board meeting, for those days that you went to your market and you sold out because of your extraordinary style of calling your customers, of packaging your stuff, whatever it is you're doing, so long as you have given it your best shot, you have shown your greatness per day. So at the end of the day, please tell yourself, upyou, upyou, upyou. That's the way to begin to own your greatness. I know that codedly around here, you're not encouraged to praise yourself, but please praise yourself, because once you're praising yourself, it gingers you to want to do what? Do more. So own your greatness, woman. Own it every day and keep building competencies to make you excellent at life, work, or play. Do not get complacent even as you start to praise yourself, the more you see, to whom much is given, much is expected. So if we say you're great, then we expect you to keep being great. You don't follow from greatness into something else. All right? I hope that I have been able to recap everything that you missed. For those who missed it and for those who are just listening to us for the first time, I hope you also have been brought up to speed with our January. Massive, massive, massive thank you to all members of the upyou tribe who listen, call in, watch on other platforms, and leave comments. You are all the real MVPs. The reason we do the show week in, week out. And here is wishing you a popping hot and loved up February in view. And this is where we wrap up today's edition of Up You with Ezinne. It's been another amazing one. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Up You with Ezinne. Get copies of our books, Up You, and When Adversity Strikes, Fight. For sponsorship and advert placements on the program, please call 081 356 32790. Thank you. Big up to everyone that is involved in creating this magic week in, week out. Starting with you, our dear listeners, our guests, our advertisers, callers, engineers on duty, the amazing Taiwo. The UpYou team and the best radio station, WFM 91.7. You all stay strong, stay blessed, and stay lifted. My name is Ezinne Kufre Ekane. Until I come your way next week, Up You.